Morning students, so we have decided that we are going to begin a lecture series on paper 1 also. So first of all, we are going to discuss higher education in detail. So in the upcoming weeks, we are going to cover this subject, and then further on we will go to other subjects. Okay, so I suggest the students to make the notes from these video lectures as it is. Whatever I am telling in these video lectures, you may have to make the notes on it, and make sure that the way you prepare the notes on paper 2, you have to make the notes in the same way for paper 1 also. Alright, so in case you want me to help you crack any competitive exams in English literature, then you can simply check out our study material on both paper 1 and paper 2 from our official website limitlessliterature.com. Now without any further delay, let's begin with this video. So in this lecture we will talk about the pre-independence scenario, how the education system was formed, and what all are the reports or you can say committees formed during the pre-independence era which made the modern Indian education system. So there are total 15 to 16 reports and committees, and we will discuss them all in this video. Let's begin with the first one, Charters Act of 1831. The purpose of this Charters Act was to spread scientific knowledge, and side by side British Parliament also sanctioned about 1 lakh rupees to promote Christianity, scientific knowledge as well as Christianity. Okay, so these two were the aims of this particular Charters Act of 1813. Meanwhile, in 1817, Hindu College, Calcutta was established, which later became Presidency College in 1855. And then just now, 10 to 15 years back, in 2010, this Presidency College became Presidency University. Alright, so write down everything in your notebook and prepare accordingly. Next, we have Elphinstone Report, which came in 1823. Just after 10 years of Charters Act, this report came, and this was basically to spread the supervision. Okay, so what all are the sort of examination that were conducted? So supervision of the examination was majorly included in this particular report. They appointed examiners and provided training to the teachers for the same. And Elphinstone institution was established in 1834 in Bombay along with Kolkata Medical College. And yes, Elphinstone is one of the oldest colleges of Bombay University, so remember that also. The next one is General Committee on Public Instruction, 1823. It favored the Western education, and from here the teaching of Western education began to get promoted. And you know, as you see that in 1835, Macaulay's Minute on Indian Education came. For Macaulay, Indian education was unholy and unscientific, so he developed the concept of infiltration theory. That means if you want to spread the education, you can say educate the upper class society, and this education will be automatically directly passed on to the lower class, to other class, middle class or lower class society of India. So that is known as infiltration theory. After that, English replaced the Persian language, books began to get published in English, and the institutions were raised to promote the Western education. One such was Bethune School, which was founded in 1849 by J.D. Bethune. I have created a detailed video on Macaulay's Minute on Indian Education. I have given the link to that video in the description below, so do not forget to watch that. Next is Wood's Dispatch of 1854. It is also known as Magna Carta of English Education System. It promoted both English education as well as native language. Also, it emphasized on promoting women's education. For the first time, someone is talking about women's education, and that is why this is particularly known as Magna Carta, because it also helped in establishing the universities. 1857, Bombay, Kolkata and Madras University were established. 1882, Punjab University, and in 1887, Allahabad University was founded. Again, I have already created a detailed video on Wood's Dispatch on our channel. I have given the link in the description below. Kindly go through that and make the notes on it. The sixth one is Higher Commission, which emphasized on segregating primary and secondary education. It was basically about evaluating the Wood's Dispatch, whether Wood's Dispatch is working well or not, and also it divided the secondary education in two parts: literary, that is for university, and vocational, that will help the students in making the career. Alright, whatever we are discussing in these videos, there is nothing conceptual. You have to remember everything in a storytelling form. First came Macaulay's Minute, and then came Wood's Dispatch, establishing of universities, and all that you have to understand, or you have to remember that in a storytelling narration. Alright, moving forward, we have 1901 Lord Curzon, that led to Shimla Education Conference 1901. The focus was on primary to university level education. Everything is included in this. This is not a sort of dedicated conference for particular section of the Indian education system. It includes all primary, secondary, everything primary to university level. So you don't have to remember anything in that, but simply remember these 1 or 2 points. Next one is University Commission, which came in 1902. Again, it was led by Lord Curzon, but later this University Commission was renamed on 21st of March 1904 as Indian Universities Act under chairmanship of Sir Thomas Raleigh. So basically in this he recommended reorganizing the administration of university. Okay, reorganizing the administration of universities. Remember that administration of universities, what all are the professors should be appointed, what all are the rules and regulations to be followed strictly, and all that things. Okay, so remember that it is about reorganization of administration in a college. But after that, what happens is that Indians began to take interest in Indian education system seriously. They began to interfere in the education system, and resultantly the National Council of Education came in 1905. The Swadeshi, the Indians, supported and established Jadavpur University in 1905, and then came Shanti Niketan by Rabindranath Tagore and Down Society by Satish Mukherjee or also established. So now from here the number of students taking admission in colleges and universities increased drastically. So we have to establish more universities, and a new policy came, that is Resolution in Indian Education Policy 1913, which established universities like SNDT. Other universities were also established in Banaras, Mysore, Patna and Hyderabad. Then moving forward, on 14 September 1917, Sadler Commission came under Michael Sadler. It is also known as Kolkata Commission, so remember that. Its major focus was enhancing the Kolkata University. Okay, it was also a sort of precursor to 10+2+3 system. First, it recommended establishment of residential university, and from now on the honors subject. Okay, so the honors subject that we study, English honors. Okay, so that honors subject were introduced. Okay, that will be provided to the students, and it also suggested appointing director of physical training and selection. This commission also established CABE, Central Advisory Board of Education, in 1920, and due to financial crisis this CABE was collapsed within 2-3 years, but then again they tried to reconstruct this CABE, and they did so. Next one, we have Hartog Committee. It is basically on the improvement of quality education, and as I have just mentioned, they tried to resettle that CABE, which was settled in 1935 once again. Then we have Sapru Committee that came in 1934, which basically looked on the unemployment of UP state. Okay, next one is Abbott Wood Report 1937 to improve vocational education with the help of A. Abbott and S.H. Wood, but they failed to come up with any solution. 15th one being the Varda scheme of education was based on philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi and was shaped under Dr. Zakir Hussain. It emphasized on free and compulsory education to 7 to 14 years of children and impart education in the mother tongue. Last one being the Sargent Report that came in 1944. They talked about providing technical education and training to the teachers, and also they prepared 40 years plan to spread the Western education. So like they decided that within 40 years they are going to completely demolish the Indian education system, and they will introduce the Western education system completely in 40 years. But thing happened that in 1947 India got independence. All their plans for spreading Western education system was destroyed. Make sure that you are writing down everything, whatever I'm telling you in these video lectures. We will discuss everything in the future videos. Okay, we have a lot of lectures in this particular series, so do not worry about anything, and do not forget to subscribe the channel if you are finding these videos helpful. That's it for this video. Thank you.